Welcome to the client profile review video. Accessing client profiles and pet profiles is going to be something that's going to be very important for you during your day when you're checking information about different clients or different pets. It's where all the information on those particular clients is going to be housed. So you're going to want to make sure you know how to get there and how to toggle around within those pages. So to get to your client profile, you're going to come over to Pet Care, and then you're going to select Client Profiles. So from there, you'll see that it'll bring up clients, a list of clients that are on your schedule. So it's going to default to this table view. I'd recommend looking at them in the profile view. So what it does is it gives you kind of a nice little snapshot of all the information about that client. You can see some details, address, some notes, pet profiles, a map. It just gives you a way to look at it without having to search for information. Now, it also does break out additional information. So your pets tab is going to have all the information on the particular pets. And there is also a key section if there's any specific key information that you would need to have. So it breaks that information out, but you'll also be able to see all that information in the summary view as well. So just the recommended view. You're also going to see that there's a lot of hyperlinked information. So pets, that's going to be hyperlinked, phone numbers, emails, even the client's name, so you can pull up their profile again. So that makes it really easy for you to access information. So again, you don't have to go hunting for it. What I want to focus on and make sure you pay close attention to is obviously your service address, obviously your office only notes over here. So any notes that you would need to have are going to be right here. So things like desired time frame, notes to the sitter. So that's an important note that you would need to have. Visit notes from sitter. So this section would contain notes from previous sitters. So let's say you were at a visit and you submitted a note to the office. That would appear here so that the next sitter can see that. Same as recent journals. So if you submitted a journal, you would be able to see that previous journal from the previous sitter. And actually, I can show you that real quick. So you can see if Susie's sitter left a recent journal. Obviously, that's this account, but you would select it, and it's going to pull up their previous journal. So it just gives you kind of an idea. Maybe you're noticing something's a little off with the pup, and you see that there was a journal from the day before or earlier in that day, and you can pull that up and you can see if maybe that sitter noticed anything. Just kind of helps if there's anything you need to kind of be aware of. So just know that you have that ability to do that. The other big section is going to be your home access section. So it's going to tell you how you're going to be getting into the home, and you will find that that is going to be, in a lot of cases, the most important information. And you want to make sure you always know ahead of time so that you're not going to a client's home and you're unprepared for the mode of entry, things like that. This is where you're going to find alarm system information if there is one. So you want to make sure you're always accessing these pages before you go to the client's home. Again, you'll see vet information, so you'll know what vet they go to. And then you'll see over here the pet profiles. So I'll show you the pet page again one more time, but you can also see it from the summary page. So you'll be able to see a nice little summary of what kind of dog it is, a checklist of their, the main behavior, a picture of the pup, additional details like their gender and their weight. You'll see some personality notes, pet routine notes, and then for the groomers, you'll be able to see your grooming instructions over here. So that's where you'll view previous grooming notes from other groomers, so you kind of know what this dog needs or what this dog maybe doesn't tolerate well. You'll find all that information here. In some cases, you may have very detailed categories of notes. So you may see there's pet sitting morning routines, pet sitting evening routines, midday dog walk routines, things like that. Some of these sections may vary by location, so just make sure that after you viewed this video, you ask any questions, kind of clarify with your location how they have the notes set up, but you will see different categories like these. You will also see a vaccination section where it's going to show you when they had their rabies vaccination, and then any other medical concerns, like if they take medication or things like that, you'll see that information. So last thing, I'll show you one more time just how to get to that pet profile, because again, your client profile and your pet profile, those are going to contain the most important information that you'll need to do your job well. So you select pets. It's going to give you Jake. If there was another pet, that pet would be below Jake. And you'll just want to come over here to this little caret and expand it. And that's where you'll find all of the same notes that we just reviewed. You'll find that a little bit cleaner format right here. So you're able to access a lot of the same information in a lot of different ways. Just kind of depends on how you go about it. You can also go down over here under pet care and access pet profiles that way. This isn't the recommended method. I think it's better for you to go through the client profile so that you're able to see the full picture in addition to the pet information, because you can get the pet information by going through the client profile. But if you just need a quick access and you know you need information on Jake, you can just go to pet profiles. It's going to pull up all the pets that are on your schedule, and you can just look at Jake really quick. And it'll show you the same format as in the pet profile within the client profile. So that is the client and pet profile.